Hello everybody, this is PotterBrony and welcome to another blind reaction of RWBY World of Remnant. This time I have Volume 4, two of them, would be Mistral and Atlas. So let's just get started with Mistral and see what they have to teach us. Before it was Veil, now Mistral, now Atlas, so we're getting some geography lessons, people, and some history lessons. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. That wasn't me, that was squeaking stuff. Chair. I promise. Mistral.
Right. Where were we?
Yeah, picking up. Have a drink and teach.
Remnant's second largest landmass. On it. That's where you'll find the kingdom of Mistral. Of the four kingdoms, Mistral.
Why was I pronouncing it Mistral? I'm sorry.
Meaning you'll find a wider variety of ecosystems and lifestyles. Trust me, this place is something for everyone, for better or worse. The high society folks of Mistral are known worldwide for their contributions to fashion, architecture, theater, all the things that make the world pretty and tolerable. But its lower class has got a fame of its own. Mistral's home to the biggest black market on the planet. Need something that's hard to find? Got someone that's hard to kill? They can help, provided you've got the Lien to pay for it. There's one common thread that links all these people together, though.
So is Lien the international currency?
Nature, particularly the sea and the sky. The natural resources and geography of the area impacted Mistral's culture and technology in a big way. Its first settlers found shelter high up in the wind-carved cliffs, and as their population grew, so did their ability to utilize the land to its fullest potential. A real bunch of forward thinkers. Of course, the bigger the kingdom, the harder it is to govern. There's a reason traders and thieves flock to Mistral. The main city's right under the council's eye, sure, but places like Windpath and Kuchinashi start to get a little farther out of sight. There's plenty of places to hide in Mistral. That's why you gotta know where to look.
I'm really enjoying this world building that they're doing here. Alright, so Mistral. Why was I pronouncing it Mistral? I apologize for that. Alright, and now Atlas, the home of the Schnee family. And the largest military in the world, apparently. So let's just get it started with Atlas. Well, first with Mistral, a lot of interesting stuff going on there. Apparently can be pretty shady, but then a lot of places have that. So let's see how Atlas handles the people and its government and all that. It's like we know that it's the school government and all that is combined. So that much I do know about Atlas. Home of the Schnee family and quarry and largest dust operation in the world. So let's learn something new then. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I suppose it's time we talked about the fine people at the top of the world. Atlas is Remnant's youngest and arguably most successful kingdom, but it's a bit of a special case.
Okay.
See, before the Great War, there was no Atlas. There was Mantle. At some point in time, a group of settlers were crazy enough to venture out into the northernmost continent of Solitas. I guess when you're that desperate, a frozen hunk of rock doesn't seem like such a bad place to call home. As a matter of fact, the harsh
depends on the desperation.
Proved to be just as useful as the mountain ranges when it came to keeping the creatures grim at bay. it also kept the people of Mantle
That would be useful.
flourishing. Humanity's got a neat trick up its sleeve, though. Whenever we're faced with a problem, our inclination is to find a solution. The cold
As
climate of solitude
one would think.
forced its settlers to adapt. They developed a more advanced technology, and they did it faster than the rest of the world. Because they had to survive. But it was the
Necessity.
Great War that really
Yes.
kicked things off. New forms of dust application and weaponry allowed Mantle to expand. More and more territory was set aside for dust mining and research. The territory beside the kingdom's combat school, Alcius, was the most opportune area to construct a new R&D facility. But by the time things were all said and done, it would be much, much more. Alcius was reopened as Atlas after the Great War to house many of the warriors now seeking guidance. In an effort to give back to the citizens, Mantle applied all sorts of new dust techniques and technologies it had used in the war to beef up the Academy's campus.
Okay.
School grounds expanded faster than they could have imagined, and even helped to better secure the surrounding areas. It wasn't long before the kingdom's military moved in, then the labs and research facilities, and eventually even residential areas started popping up. In time, it became apparent that the city of Mantle was living in Atlas' shadow. And so the decision was made to move the kingdom's capital. Mantle was old news, and the kingdom of Atlas was born. A golden age of prosperity, they called it. But those left behind in Mantle would probably tell you that it was the coldest winter they ever knew.
So, I suspect some hard feelings there. Alright, so that was Mistral and Atlas. World of Remnant, Volume 4 of RWBY. Okay, so Mistral can be a nice place if you know where to go, but if you know where to look, there's also the darker side of it. Atlas, being a military superpower, I'm not sure. In that sense, it kind of reminds me of the U.S. Like that whole thing. Driven to this new land out of desperation, forced to survive, and create new thing to survive. Necessity drives people to do great things. As well as what they said with the youngest kingdom, so to speak. And arguably the greatest military superpower. Nowadays, who knows? That's kind of not really so much the case anymore. Maybe it is. Maybe it depends on who you ask. But yeah, I'm sensing some parallels between Atlas and the U.S. But not just in those couple of little things, not overall, really. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And yeah, let's get ready for Volume 4 to start. Until next time, take care. Bye.